Welcome to day 10 of the 12 days of Christmas at Lori's Country Cottage. My name's Lisa. Today I have some great quilting tools to share with you. First up are some new cutting tools from Studio 180 Designs and Deb Tucker. Why use these tools from Studio 180 Designs? Well, they are the preferred ruler of accurate quilters. Deb has you oversize all of your units and then trim them down so they're the perfect size. When you put perfect units into a block, your block is perfect. Each ruler includes instructions to use it, plus instructions to tuckerize other patterns. They are filled with step-by-step instructions for both right and left-handed cutters. You also have access at Studio 180 Designs to free videos and great instructions for making blocks. So what are these new rulers? Well, I went to watch Deb's presentation at Quilt Market, and she said her #1 request from customers were 1/8" rulers. So she designed some, but she has some pint-sized rulers too. Let me tell you about them. First up is the Pint-Sized Tucker trimmer. So that takes the smallest cuts from your Tucker Trimmer 1 and your Tucker Trimmer 2 and just puts them in a small ruler. It's got quarter, half, 3/4, and 1" units, and it's used for half square triangles, quarter square triangles, and hourglass blocks. Then there's the 1/8" Tucker trimmer. It's a 7.5" ruler, and it makes 13 sizes of units. And they come in 1/8, 3/8, 5/8, and 7/8 units. Next up is the pint-sized wing clipper. So again, this is just a smaller ruler. It's the smallest sizes from the wing clipper 1 and wing clipper 2. And then she made the 1/8" wing clipper. So 8 different flying geese sizes, again, in those 1/8" increments, 1/8, 3/8, 5/8, and 7/8 increments. Well, let's zoom in so I can show you some other neat things for the day 10 of the 12 days of Christmas. Here's the magic chalk liner. It's a great marker. It comes in white and yellow, and we have refills for the white. It's a roller marker that makes a really nice fine line, and you can see how smoothly it goes on. And the brush works great. It just brushes that chalk right off. So that's the magic chalk liner. Now, one of my favorite tools of all time, the Gypsy Quilter Stitchy Sticks. Let me show you how everything works. It's a set of 3 tools. Actually, there's 3 tools, but 5. So the first tool has a blunted ball end, and I use that when I'm turning curved edges. So that round tip is really nice for just rolling along a curved edge. The blunted tip is also nice for holding things down. So if you're pressing, you could use this to hold your fabric down and not worry about ironing your fingers. The other end of the blunted ball is a stiletto. It is simply a sharp point. So you can use that, as I said, like a stiletto. You could use it also for pushing out corners if you liked. You'll notice that the Gypsy Quilter Stitchy Sticks are square, so they also don't roll away on your table. And you could use them for pressing seams flat if you like. So that's tool number 1. Tool number 2 has a pallet end. So again, you can use it for holding things down. You can actually hold this against your iron, heat it up, and do small pressing jobs right at your sewing machine. This end is probably the end I use the most. It is a beveled, angled edge, and that's what I use for turning corners. So if I turn my little square right side out, what I would do at home is take the ball and give it a good push like that, and then take my beveled edge and carefully push out those corners. I don't usually use the pointy stiletto one because it'll point right through. That's the beveled edge. Also, this is a 1/4 inch, so if you need to do a quick measurement for a 1/4 inch, you can use your stitchy sticks. The final tool in the case is a tube turner. So I'll show you how that works. You use 2 tools together. Feed your tube onto your stitchy stick, then take your blunted ball, shove it down the middle, and just like that, you've turned your tube. And don't leave your tool in there. So those are the stitchy sticks from the Gypsy Quilter, a set of 3, well, maybe 5 or 6 tools. Here's a hands-free light. This thing is really nifty. It's about 30 inches long and it's got this soft foam that's adjustable. You can move it anywhere on the light. It's got 3 light modes, bright, dim, and then a strobe light as well. And you can use one light or you can use both of them. You can wear it like this for hand stitching or reading, or you can attach it to something else because it's very flexible, and you can even make it stand on its own. Let me show you how it changes the lighting when you're hand stitching. All right, let's see what it looks like. Here's light number 1 and light number 2. So much easier to see when the lights are on. And because they're fully adjustable, you can set them to aim wherever you like. The last item for day 10 on the 12 Days of Christmas is our The Art of the Quilt 2024 calendar. This quilt has great modern quilt pictures in it. It's got big squares so that there's lots of room to write down your class dates in, and you get the patterns for all of the pictures in the calendar. That's day 10. Let's do a review. We've got Studio 180 designs, the 1/8 inch Tucker trimmer and wing clipper, and the pint-sized Tucker trimmer and wing clipper. I showed you one of my favorite tools I use all the time, the Gypsy Quilter stitchy sticks. We've got the magic chalk wipe off roller marker in white and yellow. And don't forget, they're refillable. Then I showed you the hands-free light. It's got 3 light settings, bright, medium, and strobe. Do you ever go out walking your dog in the evening? That strobe light would be awesome. You could attach it to also a bicycle or a wagon. It's completely flexible. And we've got the 2024 The Art of the Quilt calendar. I hope you enjoyed day 10. Download that free pattern, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 11 of the 12 Days of Christmas.